Well, okay. Are we ready to all just jump right in?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right. Very epic. Very cool. Okay, let's see here. Water down here. And roll call. Marg, birthday girl,
Here.
welcome. You get a birthday dice. And Coleman, remember your first roll is at -5 today
Yes.
Oh.
for losing at mini golf.
Damn.
What else?
Oh man, yeah. All right, Abodi, you here?
Howdy.
Nice, ready to rock and roll. Jinkies, hell yeah. Coleman,
Is that second level?
Did that pick up?
Try it again.
No.
Okay, never mind then.
Oh, okay.
What was it?
Oh, hell yeah, there it is.
No, it
There's
was
that one.
It was the old bit, the pre-void period bit of playing a YouTube video over the mic.
Oh, so it wasn't the mutton.
the mutton work though.
Birding sequence, come.
All right, sorry.
Nah.
All right. Sorry. Ready to rock and roll. Nathaniel, you here? Last roll call. Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Very good. Very nice. Let's do it. Last time in the crawling dusk. As Tug swam up, our group awoke to the wobbly sunlight drifting through the water. Their first day of seafaring began with exploration of their living vessel. By way of a spiral staircase hidden under the Immortal Beak's statue. A password found in the old dread captain's logs allowed them entry into the ship's underbelly. Within, enough room and board for all. Some rooms hosting the remnants of the Immortal Beak crew, and the dreams they once chased. Perhaps, to some, even better than those dreams, the loot they plundered along the way lay just beyond the steel circular vault door. Once the wheel was turned by Rod's might, Wriggles rushed forward, and in his excitement, met a wave of fire and shrapnel, leaving his eyebrows singed and a face full of soot. Unfortunately, some galled melted into puddles. Though after Baggi carefully kept the books, it was discovered they had a real fortune on their hands. Even a limited edition Hatsune Pengu figure, which the group promptly gifted to Jerma. During this time, Fenro saw to it that all were fed, and played his banjo in hopes to rouse his unresponsive sister, Adlee. Suddenly, Rod, keeping watch at the helm, witnessed some rather strange-looking birds. Not birds at all, humanoid figures in sparkling armaments, standing on air. All crossed their arms in sync and peered down at them. As the group collected themselves, a loom was hurled at them, breaking through the magic of Tug's barrier. It began emitting a Power Rangers Super Sentai-esque theme song for a group known as Ruru Bunagevi. This notorious mercenary team, known all throughout Velvet, sent down one named Slaw to assail them. They attempted to get information out of him, but he took his defensive stance, raising high on one leg, and the battle commenced. Slaw's confidence was ultimately met with the primordial chaos that courses through Baggi, which left him paralyzed. While his defense was rendered useless, the group piled on the damage and left Slaw knocked out by Fenro's guiding bolt, armor broken, and nothing but his polka-dotted drawers. Their leader rocketed down at this point to retrieve his fallen companion. Questions asked received vague answers and a hearty laugh. The golden sparkle of his armor glinted as he vanished into the middle distance. His group followed suit. However, one member had disappeared. Perhaps they left early at the sight of their companion's failure? No. For below, where sweet Adlee had been laid to rest, now only blankets and pillows remained. As our heroes fought with Slaw, distracted, Adlee had been taken. We return to our heroes now, in the aftermath.
Hey, did anybody see where that guy went? The one we didn't see.
There were like 4 of them, right?
Yeah, but there was another one that wasn't up there with the rest when they left. Adlee's missing.
Adlee's gone?
I'm guessing they took her for some reason. That must have been what they were being paid for, and that's why I wouldn't tell us straight.
That's rough.
Where-
Well, did anyone see the other Boone Gevy?
Not me.
No, I was
I
too
didn't
busy
see him either.
throwing hands.
Which way did the rest of them go?
I saw them go up.
That is true. I did see that too.
I mean, this is easy enough. You guys saw them disappear into the distance. If you have like a general sense of direction, you would know they were heading south.
South.
Mm-hmm.
Which way are we going? Do we know? I guess.
In that direction.
We're heading south, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess all we can really do right now is just keep following that path.
Yeah.
I mean-
hope that they don't change direction.
Fenro, weren't Reborns supposed to be popping up specific locations?
I mean, yes.
Where was Adlee set to pop out? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't think we knew. I think we knew the time.
Yeah, that would be important.
You did.
No, I'm
You got the
asking.
location.
Hmm. I don't have it written. I have 94 strands of hair. Which was the time.
You didn't write down. You wrote not the place, but the time.
Yeah. And that there was a golden tail emblem, and that there was the necklace. And I got her name. But I did not have the location. Did anybody else write it down?
No.
Oh, sorry.
I think you get a
Nope.
pass on this one, Wriggles.
Yeah.
Mm.
I would not expect you to.
Well, maybe it's back from where you're from, Fenro.
Was it coverlet? I kind of thought it might be. And then they're headed that way. We were headed down
mean-
anyway.
Coverlet's south, right?
That makes. Let's just keep heading that direction. I mean, we're already charted this course.
A little southwest.
Got a world map.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Coverlet is
got
south.
boots and ties.
From where we're at, southwest, yeah.
All right.
You see Jerma's over on the side, like, trying to figure out how to fly. Come on, come on, Powers, go, go, so that I can chase. Come on, go, fly now. Come on.
Jerma. I don't know if you got that power, bud.
Yeah, at least, no, it's not. Yeah.
It was worth a shot, though.
Yeah.
We'll find him again. We will find Adlee.
That's right. Yeah. Yes.
And we'll get our revenge on him.
Just think, we had a rough time with one of them, but by the next time we see him, or who knows, maybe next time y'all see him,
We know they're got some dirty tricks.
they'll be down. Easier to defeat with our stronger powers, or y'all's stronger powers, knowing how the tide turns out.
Hey, Mitch, how long was it after that happened again?
What do you mean?
Like after Adley had been kidnapped, or after the fight, I guess, with them.
Like, how long is it now? This is immediately after the fight.
Okay. So can I find my bird like way up in the sky and see if I
If you can what?
fly Copernicus way up in the sky? See if I can see anything from that.
Yeah, sure.
And would I roll in an perception check
You
there?
would-
I guess.
Yeah, you'd roll perception with the homunculus stats.
All right, that's true.
First roll of the night.
Woo!
Oh,
Oh,
Is it just? It's just a wisdom roll, right? It's a little different
Yeah.
on this one.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sophie.
Sophie, she's not sorry.
5.
Well, that's
Yeah,
not good.
Your
damn.
bird has lost him. They've like ducked into a cloud or something at this point. There's no sight on him. See sea in the distance and clouds in the sky. Sun on the horizon.
All right. Well, fellas, think I lost him. Oh well.
Damn. Well, thank you for the help. It's worth a shot. Well, I guess for now there's.
Damn, if only I was playing old school Ranger.
What, can they just track people?
They're better at tracking.
Uh,
Uh, I got that new school shut down.
Guess for now we just stay the course.
Yeah.
We should probably check on that shield. Don't want it to stay broken.
Yeah, how is the shield doing?
You look up and there's sort of a puddle effect where part of the shield is missing, and the puddle being the part of the shield that is missing. So it's trying to connect, right? Recoagulate. Slowly but surely. It's trying to repair itself.
Rod, could you talk to that computer thing, see how long it's gotten?
I could try. Okay, I walk up to the orb and ponder it.
What be the password?
Oh man,
You really should have this written down somewhere.
I really should. Okay, I have it. Do I have to say it, or can I just put it in the chat? Because I do have it, but I made it really hard for myself.
Say it.
You can just type it in chat if you want, but you can say it if you want.
Okay, it's Romeo 0.
Like, because technically you think it.
7 Hotel 360 Delta 1 exclamation point.
Password accepted.
Yeah.
What can I do for you, Captain?
How long do we have on those shields?
Yeah, the shields went kaput for a little bit. Well, part of it. We're working on it, and we're just getting back together in 30 minutes to an hour, I think.
30 minutes to an hour.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything we can do to speed that up? Or guarantee the 30?
Aye, sir. If you or some magically inclined peoples stand over the orb and give me your energy, your arcana power, channel it into the orb. It'll help a bit.
Okay, word. Okay, I'm gonna yell to the group. I need some arcane inclined people over here for the orb.
All right, you got it, Haas.
Sure, I can try helping.
I'll try my best.
I'll tag along just to see. Everyone's
wow.
going.
Whoa, okay. You see, like, the orb starts to, like, glow really, really intensely, and you hear the pirate AI going, wait, oh no, it's too much energy. We could overload. Please stop.
All right.
Fenro backs up.
Rod stops.
All right, good deal. Hi, sir. I could have warned you. I think there's like a 3 mana maximum or something.
Okay. All right. We need 3 magically inclined people.
All right. Ain't much use physically, so let's give it a go.
Right on.
Wriggles, you go ahead.
All
All
right.
right, so this is a group Arcana check.
Oh, word.
Hit me with
Oh,
so
word.
that can either be
Mark.
rod rolls with advantage 3 times, or all 3 of you roll. We get the best.
I think rolling with advantage might be the best.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, good.
Nat 20
Oh,
off
good.
the bat. Good work. Good work.
Okay.
13.
All right.
2 successes,
Okay.
1 fail.
Not bad.
3 successes, 1 fail. Good. Okay. Yeah, so you all stand over the orb and try to channel your arcane abilities, tap into Dimity's weave, right? The goddess of magic's weave that permeates through us all, and send it into this orb so that the pirate AI can kind of do its thing and reconvene the the hole in the wall. And I'd say with that natural 20, you cut it down to 20 minutes. So you all have to stand there for the whole 20 minutes, but after 20, it hooks back up. All right, sir. The barrier is cracked up and running. Good as new.
Oh, worm. Okay. All right, shield's good.
That's excellent. Good work, everybody.
So now we should be good to submerge. There's no reason for us to be above the water right now.
Aye, sir. We can submerge anytime you like.
All right. I'm gonna check first. We all good to submerge in this water?
All
I'm
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's do it. Let's make it so.
Okay. Go in under. And you hear a little confirmation from Tug. Aye, sir. And you hear as the little birds and waves get quieter and the soft bubble of the movement through the water as you sink deeper and deeper and your ears start to adjust to the pressure and the light gets wavier and more distant until you go deep enough to comfortably scoot along, hopefully unnoticed. Now you are fully submerged. How deep do you go?
I guess at the most efficient speed depth.
Okay. So just a depth that keeps to the currents that'll aid you in your journey. Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal. Now in this day of travel, although it is wrought with some grief at the loss of Adlee, what is everybody doing? What's the goal of the day for everyone? What do you want to accomplish? And then who is rolling the dice for the day of travel? Wait, no, today's day was already done, right?
Yeah. Because
With,
today
with
was
Dude
day
Man
one
McGee.
with Dude Man McGee. We'd be on day 2.
Okay, so we're nearly to the end of the day. This happened like halfway through, right? So
Yeah.
what is everybody doing with the rest of the day as you travel? Also, keep in mind if you travel underwater for the last half of this day, that means when you're all asleep, you'll be above water while you sleep.
Yeah, that's probably the best time to be above water is at night if we're trying to do this discreetly.
Good
That
deal.
is
I
true.
just wanted you to be aware.
And I don't know if and I have night sight anyway, so that's not going to affect me if I can make sure that we don't have any disruptions. But I don't think that people need to know that we have a giant dragon turtle floating in the ocean.
Yeah, it's probably not for the best.
True.
So I say that's fine.
All right, sweet.
Arrgh.
Has anybody
what is
checked
everybody
to see
doing?
if there's? Has anybody checked to see if there's anything left behind at the scene, at the bed or something?
I'll do a little
That is a
investigation.
Yeah, I mean we have nothing else to do. Might as well
Yeah.
check to make sure.
I think my
I guess
investigation is
Fenro will
good,
head-
isn't it? I don't know.
Probably.
I'll check. But also, Fenro will head back there anyway.
Yeah.
You got a 4 in investigation.
Oh,
Beneath
that's
deck, you go to Adlee's room, travel through the small corridors and through the little sliding door into her cabin, and you see the the sort of careful, like things aren't really tossed around. It is really just the bed sheets that have been moved over, and the little indent where she lay is still somewhat there, but she is missing. Go ahead and
They
roll
did
me
it
if you want to
quietly.
see more. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to see more, roll me some investigation.
All
Who's
right.
Seymour?
Well,
Nah.
I will roll, and this is -5.
Yep, that's right. Oh shoot.
All right, let's see. It's a 5.
5. Very good. Very wow. Okay. So, Fenro certainly frazzled by the loss. I think too busy just lamenting and staring at the missing place to really gather anything else from the scene. Rod, similar story for you. You do maybe do a little better job at turning some things over, right? Looking under the bed, checking the floor. You see where some of the dust was scattered, but there's no fingerprint like scanning in this zone, so can't exactly scrub for prints and whatnot.
Understandable, but
And Bodhi, you want to investigate too?
Yeah, fuck it.
all right.
Let's see.
All right. An 8. Goodness. Yeah, Fenro, you
Right.
come
Just
down
don't know what we're
into
looking
Who's
for.
into it and,
Really
and
don't.
also come up with nothing. And it is a bit of a mystery. It's like granted the doors were all unlocked and the stairway was open, so they didn't exactly have to do any like unlocking or anything like that. They just snuck their way in.
Wriggles will do a little look-see if that's okay.
Sure, go for it.
Let's go.
Oh, wow.
There was nothing left here.
Yeah,
They were-
no, they,
Clean.
yeah,
Baggy's
these
gonna go
professionals.
check on them, see how they're doing. How's the investigation going?
Well, either they're really good at
Shit.
doing this kind of stuff, or we're really bad at doing this.
Let me see. Maybe there's a thing me and my mercenary days can help elucidate here.
8.
It's gonna be an 8
It's
wide.
another 8.
Whoa,
I was wrong. I stand corrected. I apologize.
It's not an 8.
Birthday. Let's go.
I didn't even use the inspiration yet.
Nah,
Yeah, there's
that's
no
just- that's just
modifier on
birthday
that.
luck.
That's beautiful.
So flat 20. Wow. Okay. So, Baggy, you pick up. You've utilized a lot of potions in your day, right, for various jobs. You do get the idea that an expensive potion was used here, one for invisibility. There seems to be like some residue that maybe like falls off, like when one drinks a potion like that. There's like this little arcane, like there's a little bit of arcane residue that you can catch if you got a good arcane eye. Right? Usually it's the arcane investigators that really catch this sort of thing, but you were able to notice the little residual sparkle in the air that is left by an invisible entity. And so you gather that they did utilize invisibility to pull this off, and it's especially potent because they had an extra potion, it seems, for Adlee. As you notice, some of it was spilt onto the pillow next to them, because you turn the pillow around, flip it over, and a little bit of the back of the pillow is seemingly just gone. There's just none of it there. A chunk of it is missing because some of the liquid fell onto the pillow. But it's just the corner. It's not easily detectable. But when you flip it around, you notice that. You also gather with the way this person came in, if they were wearing armaments similar to the others that were up in the sky, they wouldn't have been able to pull this off as stealthily as they did. You believe it was a third party. This wasn't a member of Ruru Bunakevi. This was someone that they hired to help them pull this off. Who that is, you can maybe rack your brain for someone who's especially adept with heists or rather specifically kidnappings. There might be someone that you can remember from your days in mercenary who was especially gifted at kidnapping.
Should I roll a history check? See if anyone comes to mind?
Yes.
You got it, boss. That's a 6.
Oh man, lots of people kidnapping peeps in the world.
It is a pretty common profession.
There's a few of those out there.
Yeah. I would say, yeah. I really can't give you anything with a 6.
I mean, understandably. So.
Though you do, and if this was something that you spent some time on, maybe I could give you something. But like at least in the moment right here, you're like, there's someone in particular that's on the tip of your tongue,
so
but
to speak. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not exactly coming back to you.
We got 4 more days travel. Baggi can rack her brain on it tomorrow.
That's true.
Did you find anything?
Well, they definitely used invisibility, and from the looks of it, it was a 2-party job. So Ruru distracted us, and someone a little less boisterous and clanky actually did the wet works and stole Adlee.
May I add, someone inhuman.
Someone inhuman.
Somebody in a human.
Ah.
Hey, what you basing that off of?
Me? Residue that they left around. One of the things they teach you when you're using your invisibility potions as a merc is, hey, make sure you clean up your residue, because otherwise it kind of gives it away that someone's been there. Granted, they probably were more just looking to evade capture by us right here and now, not really trying to hide the fact that they were here from us.
Also, just to add, the reason there is residual left behind is because when someone like sweats, or like a piece of their hair falls off, like those really tiny bits that tend to be left behind, even fingerprints and such, that is also affected by the invisibility potion. So when those things are left behind, they leave like little sparkly, like they shimmer a little bit in that invisible way that someone does when they're invisible. You know what I'm talking about? Where like,
you do.
It seems like something's there, but it's not actually there. But it gives that little shimmer because of that.
Also, Baggi can see invisibility, so.
Oh wow!
Fighting style. I took it first level.
Yeah, then you're straight up seeing the hair and the little sweat drops.
She just sees it normally. I was like, wait, what are you guys talking about? There's hair all over this place.
But there must be some way where it's like you see it in like a filter where it's like you understand that it was invisible or that it is invisible, you know?
It's It's the perception less than actual seeing of invisibility, if that makes sense.
Oh, with the blind side. Okay, never mind. Never mind then.
Yeah,
I get what you mean.
it's like, oh yeah, there's definitely stuff there, type deal. I
Yeah.
can't see it, but I can see that I don't see it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's how black holes work.
Yeah.
It's true.
Damn. Well, good detective work there. Man, my eyes are failing me. Of course, it's invisibility, but yeah.
Yeah,
We also
no.
need to. We also need to consider how somebody knew we were out here.
I feel like we probably got sold down the river out at Pirate Island. Someone there.
Sounds likely.
I doubt someone on here's. After everything we've been through, I doubt we got them all that's in here. Most people here are too banged up for their own good.
Yeah,
Worth questioning if you got anyone in mind, though.
I mean, who is it? Anybody in particular who looks shady on a place called Pirate Island?
Oh,
You know,
there.
now that you mention it,
There was a specific
Was
figure.
Yeah, was it Cloaker?
Mm.
Because
it
Groff's with
definitely
us.
could have
and
been
Groff's
Cloaker.
the cooler Cloaker.
Cloaker
Well,
did
thank
say
you.
something while we were
I
leaving.
appreciate you saying as much. That guy sucks.
Real.
I mean,
I've
it's
been
true,
there.
Groff.
Yeah, when we were leaving there, Cloaker muttered something.
It's a weird word to say.
Yeah.
Weird word in modern menacingly.
We'll get her back. No doubt in my mind.
Better. I'll make sure of it.
I'll do my best to help y'all all what time I got left. We'll get her.
We have some options for you too.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, sounds of it.
I'm
Coverlet's kind of where everything's a good place for all paths involved at the moment.
I guess for now, just wait for this trip to keep going.
Yeah, still
I
got
don't-
4 days ahead of us before the next stop.
I can keep night watch up above. I don't exactly need the sleep.
What if I could fish through the shield?
This is a good question. Does the shield just push fish away?
Do you give it a
I don't know if
try?
you don't want
What
it.
exactly
Yeah,
do you
no.
do?
Oh, I would definitely make an attempt. Just try to cast it through the shield and see what happens.
Add the shield?
Yeah, just try to cast through it, I guess.
It plops through the barrier, but it as you cast it at the barrier where the line hits the barrier, it hits the barrier, feels the resistance of the water, and then stops pretty soon after.
Yeah, that tracks. I'll
Wait a
have
minute.
to do that one.
Are we
Though it does point out to you that you are able to put things through that direction. It looks like a one-way type of deal.
okay? We
Because
are
then when you
underwater.
try to reel it back, tink tink tink, tink tink tink, it will not come back.
And you can't exactly
Let's
open a
keep that
hole
line.
and it's underwater.
I don't see why not.
Just
I
open
feel
the
like
hole
that's
low
cool.
enough,
Yeah,
you
just
can.
and
open
it'll
it.
suction. It'll suction the fish through.
Yeah, I could just let out drag. let the speed like do some trolling, and then when I feel resistance, you know. And then maybe a bigger fish while I'm waiting will eat the small fish, and I'll get a really big fish when we get above water.
And it is true. Sorry, as you like when your line goes out. Sorry, I said that it like stopped soon after, but it actually drifts backwards since the turtle's moving forward. It starts drifting and like goes far behind you.
Yeah. I can figure out the rest of that problem later, probably.
So you could fish and you could get something to you. It just wouldn't go through the barrier. Unless you try something.
Right.
Try something crazy.
Yeah.
Like a pulley system for when you're fishing. There's got to be something you can do.
I could set up a few poles that way and just have it trolling, and whenever we get up to the surface, reel them in,
That
and then we have fish.
True.
Yeah. Is that what you work on for the rest of the day?
Yeah, sure.
Right on.
Not a bad way
to see how successful that endeavor is. This is I guess just straight fishing roll, unless like, are you focused more on the fishing or focused more on like the jury rigging of the setup of the fishing?
I feel like the rigging in this situation is going to be more important than the fishing aspect. The fishing is going to happen regardless.
Okay, so that would be a
Sleight of
roll. No. This is building is dexterity.
Just a straight dex roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Wow. Holy moly. When it comes to fishing,
What was
Rod, don't
I'm a fishing
mess
rod,
around.
man.
It was a nat 20.
Yeah.
No
That's
fucking
actually crazy.
way.
So I'm gonna say that you also discover through this that that it would be possible to, because you kind of brainstorm with the pirate AI a little bit, and he mentions that like you can give me commands from afar if you need to. I will hear you. So you can open the barrier for like a split second. Little water will splash in with the fish, but there's foliage around and such that kind of soaks that stuff up. So it's not that huge a deal. So you could actually fish underwater without waiting to go to the surface.
Oh.
And then you also, like, on top of that, you also set up like an incredible fishing array. I don't know how it looks because I'm not a fishing man, but it's a good one.
It's just
well
it's
put
just
together.
a bunch of rods on like bells. And so you
Nice.
have it set up, and so whenever the line starts pulling drag, the bell goes off, and you know that you have a fish on.
Hell yeah. And you're able to position them so that, like, with the drag of the ship, they don't get tangled. They don't like tangle up into each other.
Right.
Position them in
Professional.
a professional way there. And put on some good bait on it. You feel these will work well for their purpose.
Freak yeah.
Alright.
Me hearties.
While Rod is rodding it up, what's everybody else doing?
Wriggles goes to his quarters, like the gnome quarters, kind of checks it out, sees if there's any literature there.
So you mean the gnome who was a part of the Immortal Beak crew?
Yeah, that's where I'm staying. Just kind of
What's
checking the place out.
Okay, roll me some investigation. See what kind of literature you come across.
Uh, investigation.
Or to 12. Are you looking for
Oh,
anything in
darn.
particular?
I was looking for something about potions, like just to kind of see what was going on. If I can like identify more about what was there when Adlee was kidnapped.
Okay, I see. So like you want to investigate invisibility potions.
I guess I don't know. What am I trying to do? Like what? Yeah, I guess so. I'm more brush up on it, but yeah.
Okay. Wouldn't you have a like a index of potions yourself, or maybe you don't have that advanced level of potion?
Oh, that's the question. Do I have like a? Does that count as a tool?
No, I think like you could have like an index of the various potions and their effects and what they do and why they happen. I would just say like there probably isn't like a step-by-step way to create them. This is more like your own index of them. So like this is the stuff that you know about them that you've written down. So maybe it has
Okay.
like some recipes of like stuff that you've tried, and like you have a few things where you're like, I tried this one dude's recipe and it exploded, and like you've got like notes of your own throughout it, as well as some
Yeah.
like literature that goes along with it of like ways that have succeeded, and literature that talks about like what those potions do and why they were created and all that stuff.
Okay, so I guess
Especially
I just
with
check.
your history and like in what you've done, you must have like at least notes and maybe some literature on it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I do. Like I look for anything there, but I also kind of just consult what I have already. Kind of start brainstorming and thinking a little bit, you know?
Yeah. All right. So I'd say like with the 12, you get the beginnings of it, right? Like this is sort of the phase where you pull out all your stuff and you're organizing and like you said, consolidating, seeing what is there in this previous gnome who was a part of the crew's accumulated library, on his bookshelf. I say library, but like what he has on his bookshelf. You're pulling everything down, you're flipping through it, trying to find the stuff that is applicable. That's the time that's spent today.
Okay, yeah.
Good stuff. Anybody else, or we can also just skip straight to nighttime?
Yeah, Fenro would just be up top, like watching the water go by, thinking.
Baggy's just gonna be just sort of resting and trying to rack her little brain about who's stuck on her tongue.
Okay, good stuff. Say we already have the roll for that, so this really is just a process of like throughout the rest of the night you're just sitting there like, oh, come on, like it's
Yeah.
yeah. Flipping through like past journals of yours that you're like, maybe I have something here. Cool. Anybody else?
Fine. Probably like explore like the room he's stationed in. What race was the person actually originally? I forgot. I didn't write it down for some reason.
I also didn't write down the specific races, but I believe the crew, the Immortal Beak crew, was a human as the first mate, a Fearbolg, an elf, a gnome, and the last one was a dwarf. I think so. I think it was a dwarf. Yeah, I'm not sure which you would have taken, but you can explore any of them since
Yeah,
it's not nighttime yet.
blank. I'm blank. But yeah, I was gonna say, if that's the case, I'll probably explore the first mate course just to see like what is there and learn more. Just catalog and document stuff, I guess. Whatever I see, if there's anything of note.
Okay, good stuff. Yeah, the human. You probably come to find some of their personal items. You know, like an image of a past love of his who. You're unsure of who it was, but there are like hearts. There's a heart around her image, and little love notes that were in the works here and there. He seemed to be a little bit of a poet. He would try to write from time to time. He's got a couple pieces of poetry that were in the works, and a lot that were stored or stowed away, that he had finished, that he seemed like he was complete with and happy with. He'd probably take some time to read through those and enjoy the musings of his time on the sea. You see, a lot of them were based on the various adventures that the Immortal Beak crew undertook, which it's within a poem. Some of them are a little more vague as far as what happened and what exactly was going on in the tale, but the poetic nature is nice and it flows well. You also maybe come across a couple of drawings of within these, coupled with these poems. He probably drew a few things,
Yeah.
doodled things here and there, and yeah, it seems like his documentation of stuff was less like strict, and straight up, like less direct and more more artsy. As his position in second mate, he was in charge of sort of keeping the records, so to speak.
What a guy.
And then you also find out his name, but I don't actually have all their names written down or decided yet. So,
Interesting. Okay.
so he had
That's
some
fair.
sort of cool parody name, part of the Immortal Beak's crew.
His
Something
name's
one eye or some bullshit like that.
Jeff.
Yeah,
John.
his name Jeff.
Jeff John.
Jeff Johnny Timbers.
Johnny thing.
Johnny Me
Alright.
Timbers.
I think fine literally every day is gonna do that with a different room. Just a different day, different room, honestly.
Hell yeah.
Probably
Would you mind maybe helping me come up with some of the things that the characters were interested in? Because I admit, I would like to flesh out the characters of the Immortal Beak crew more. I just simply have not taken or had the time recently to go down and write.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing. That's what I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna.
What I've been saying.
Mm-hmm. He wasn't lying.
Yeah, preach. Hell yeah.
His shit
Me
do
right now,
lag
I'm not
for
gonna do
real.
any of those.
Slay.
Right
Yeah,
now.
there's
It's gonna
lag,
be like
yeah.
later. in the
Lots of
journey.
lag.
That's kind of what I assumed. Yeah. Hopefully you can hear me, by the way. My shit.
Yeah, it's better now.
It is.
Lagging right now.
No, I'm sorry. Take it back.
It's back to lagging. Yeah.
What liars we are.
No,
Ping 1000.
Fun times.
except Pang's upgrade.
My spot.
Pang 1000.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
In the year 2085,
Ping 1000.
there is but one
Ping
deity that can save us.
returns. But
Pang
he's
1000.
better than ever. Enough metal and raw technology has drifted into the abyss to create Ping 1000.
Part Pang, part machine.
All badass.
All
yeah.
angry.
This is Velvet. Yeah, 2,000 years in the future.
Yeah.
We can. That actually sounds like kind of a fun one shot. Not gonna lie.
That would be
Ping
great.
1000.
Wait, can
Yeah.
you guys hear me?
Not necessarily
There we
like
go.
specifically Ping 1000,
Now
but like
you're
a
probably sounding
futuristic
better.
Velvet where we do like a cyberpunk type of deal,
That'd be fucking insane.
right?
I would still use
I'm down for that.
Alec James, but he's
He's found a way,
Alec
dude. It
James
would be the
IV.
head in the jar thing, right?
Yeah,
Like Alec
yeah.
James has immortalized himself by being a head in a
Dude.
jar.
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Crazy.
Badass.
And then like 20 of his theories actually turned out to be right. Like the
But what if he was right about literally everything?
Corn bomb in the future with our Sokka.
all right.
Alec
We gotta
James
do
is
it.
now the leader of SNF University.
He's the leader of the free world.
Yeah, that's enough university.
Yeah, it's close enough for him.
Oh man. All right. So, perhaps these are little chats that are happening as things are winding down, and Tug is starting to resurface. You hear the subtle. We must resurface, lest you all suffocate. So the little signal goes off, and you see Tug starting to ascend back up to the surface. And as the moonlight gets clearer, as its shiftiness in the water clears up, and eventually you resurface, and the water pouring over the sides of the barrier bring on a welcome sight of clear, starry night sky, with the icebergs in the distance reflecting their tiny glints, and the waters doing the same. And now I need someone to roll. Well, is anybody keeping watch in the night?
I would be keeping watch.
Fenro as well.
All right, cool.
Less by obligation,
Yeah.
more of just not feeling like sleeping.
Checking the fish first, and then then keeping watch.
Okay, good. Are you taking shifts,
Fenro-
or are you guys
Yeah,
just
Fenro
staying
might
up?
be talking with Rod as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just are you taking shifts so that everybody gets like the sleep or that they need, or like my question is, are the two of you like staying up throughout the whole night, or are you taking shifts with the other people so that you all get sleep?
Fenro is, because he doesn't technically need to sleep,
That's right.
and I don't think he would be able to.
Yeah, Rod's more so getting up on the hour, checking fish,
Okay.
making sure everything's good.
Right on, Rod. Roll me sleep roll.
Oh no no.
Sleep, roll, sleep, roll, sleep,
Sleep
roll.
roll,
roll.
sleep
My
roll.
favorite.
Do I
Sleep
have
roll.
any exhaustion currently? What am I at?
No,
I am.
got
I am at
your
1
exhaustion
day,
back.
bad day sleep.
Oh, for
Yeah.
real?
Not an exhaustion point, but I have 1 day bad sleep, so I need to roll well.
I see. That's right, because you get a level of exhaustion with 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, 3 of these
Oh.
results.
Uh-oh.
Ah.
You know what? Actually, Rod just stays up, I guess. Then, not by choice.
Sleep is restless, so that means like you probably are getting up like on the hour, maybe having like bouts of like 20 to 30 minutes where it's kind of all right, and then you're just kind of rolling around. Okay, yeah. Perhaps you're just worried about the fish, or worried about the events of the day, worried about Fenro.
I think Rod
It's Rod.
probably thinks it's about the fish. That it's probably about a lot of other things.
And also, I'll leave you guys to have a little conversation. I want kind of a peek into what that looks like.
All right.
Okay.
It's the middle of the night. The water is kind of coursing by. You see little like spots of like glowing sea creatures that poke their heads up every now and again. The stars are bright in the sky, and all is quiet, other than the rushing sound of the sea and the movement of the icebergs.
So
I don't think I'm gonna be able to sleep. What you got going on over here, Rod?
About the same.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's nights like this that don't make it as bad.
Yeah. Really, it's a clear sky at least. You know, we're on track. We're getting where we need to be. You got some fish going. Jerry rigged a little bit.
Yeah,
Impressive work.
It works. It works well, better than I anticipated, honestly.
I could tell. That's good work there. Catch anything good so far?
Nothing special,
Yeah.
but plenty of fish to eat.
Yeah, fair enough. Fishing's all about that patience. Maybe you'll catch something good as the night goes on.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So we're just headed on back to Bonobo Bay, and I guess we hope to see something on the way.
Oh, is that how you pronounce that?
How have you been pronouncing it?
I almost don't want to say now.
Well, no, go ahead. I won't judge. I won't laugh.
Well, I thought it was Bonobo.
Oh, maybe I've been saying it wrong, but if my daddy was to say, I would guess he'd go Bonobo. Maybe it's just like a dialect thing.
Maybe.
Either way,
I found you
not
say with enough
looking forward to
confidence
this.
anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not looking forward to seeing those again. So it can kind of scare me, like George.
Yeah.
But at least they got a mind like you and I. George was kind of like always up in my grill. It was
Yeah.
really scary.
Definitely one of the monkeys of all time, probably.
I'd certainly say so. Let's keep it to the one monkey of all time. I don't want to see more.
Yeah, I could do without.
But maybe we stay our friends again. Maybe oh, what was that? What was that nice hotel we stayed at? If we go back there, maybe they remember us, and it hasn't been that long. I don't think.
It's hard to keep track of time when you're doing so much.
Especially when you've been in the abyss.
That too.
Well,
I'm surprised I came out in one piece.
yeah, honestly, me too.
I'm more so just happy we got out.
Yeah, we got a more hole, Adlee and everything. Hope everybody else is doing all right back at Pirate Island. I know they had
Sure
some
they're
rough losses there.
Yeah.
Oh, they were a tough crew. They'll get through it. So we'll make this. We'll find Adlee. We'll find that. It was like Ruru Bonobo Givy, something like that.
Ruru Bon Jovi, I think.
That sounds right. Yeah, Bon Jovi. We'll find them. Find whoever was helping them. If it was Cloaker, then we'll find them and give them a piece of our mind.
Give him a piece of something.
Yeah. We'll take Adlee back. I know it's not as important to everybody else. This means a lot to me, and I really appreciate your help.
And if it's important to you, it's important to me. Then I think I speak for most of the people here.
Yeah, I appreciate it, brother.
Of course.
Well, I'm gonna keep an eye out. I know you're probably not able to sleep very well with all that stuff going on, but I'll be walking around, just keeping an eye out on the horizon. Make sure nothing comes up on us.
I'll do the same when I wake up from my bouts. But yeah, if you see anything, just make a holler.
You got it.
All right, and with that, I need somebody to roll me a d20 for the night.
I want to do it.
Okay.
Roll that die.
Yay!
Thrifty roll.
Oh, that's 4.
4.
Zero.
Whoa. Wowie zowie. All right.
We can't get Ruru twice. They already took what they wanted.
What if we got another one? Mitch, what would
I
happen?
want him back. I want him to come back. I want to run him back.
They're like, oh, we forgot something.
Guess what? We're back just for funsies. Time to fight, baby. Oh man.
Secret boss fight unlocked.
Hell yeah. All right, so I need you to roll me a d6.
D6, you got it, boss.
That's
It's
not
how
even
many.
real
It's
dice.
how many Bon Jovis show up. Only 3 of the
Oh,
Bon
shit.
Jovis.
Bon Jovagetti. All right, a 3.
Something like that.
Okay, all right, so Fenro, roll me
Yes.
some perception.
Okay.
8.
Let's see, 8.
Where's...
Let's see, 8.
How do you spell that?
Wow.
Like that.
Oh my god.
We are either
You're-
rolling incredibly well or just like dog shit.
You are crazy
wild
on
day.
point with your eyes right now. So you are like you're
Fenro
just
is on edge.
yeah,
Fenro, your eyes
certainly.
going crazy right now.
Especially with having missed the invisible creature that went into the underbelly and stole Adlee away. You now channel that tension and that regret into the perception in this night. And things are pretty peaceful. You see some of the sea creatures that are swimming by, and there are a few sea creatures specifically towards the head of Tug who are playfully swimming around Tug and leaping over his big old head and falling back into the water. And the way they're swimming, it's almost like a dance, right? As they cross back and forth and back and forth. One leaps over, they go back and forth. Another leaps over, back and forth, leap over, swim under in a circle. It's as though they're performing, and these fish are especially pretty. They've got this sort of iridescent scale texture to them that's that almost shimmers like a rainbow in the right light of the moon.
Wow.
And otherwise, things are pretty normal. That's the thing that sticks out to you.
What beautiful fish. Eh. Rod, you awake?
Waking
Yeah.
up.
No. I was just saying there's some really pretty critters out in the sea over here. From
Pretty
the
sea
tug.
critters.
Yeah. Look at them.
You
Dance
know I
around
can't
with the
turn
big
down
guy.
a pretty sea critter.
You should have seen that penguin.
They're sort of holding fins now and like spinning in a circle. They jump up and they like tap tails above the water and then fall back in. The plunge. It's a true performance.
And Rod identify the fish.
Yeah, sure. Roll me. What would this be? History, I guess. Well, are you trying to? Is this like? Yeah, because this is like your knowledge of fish. So I think it's
Yeah.
history
Nature,
That
right?
makes sense.
or nature.
Nature,
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry. Nature would be better.
You should. I mean, I think history would be a better role there. Personally,
That's
I
true.
think history probably would have been a better role.
Nature is wisdom. Still, the roll is 2. So what's your history
Oh,
modifier?
My history modifier is 6.
7, 8. So an 8. Yeah, these fish are new to you. This is from this region. You're thinking back to your studies. Like I'm sure Rod, in a lot of his sleepless nights at academy, maybe just read about fish a lot because
Oh yeah.
he likes fish and you're thinking back through and there's of all the fish that you know of, like it's especially this behavior is kind of strange. You don't know of many fish that sort of dance like this. This is maybe it's a rare kind of fish or one that is specific to this region that hasn't been studied much or something like that. Or it could just be that you missed it or can't remember.
Hey, why don't you ask Tug what kind of fish that is?
That's a good question. Hey, hey Tug.
Yes, Captain.
What kind of fish are these? I don't think I know of these.
These fish are pretty. And it's at this moment that you feel the rush of water past the shell stop steadily. And
Oh.
you
Oh.
feel underneath you start to sink. The water is about to flood in. What are you doing?
Okay. I'm gonna
Hey,
run to the. Hey,
Go
Fenro,
ahead.
you might wanna wake some people up. I don't think we're staying above the sea level very long.
Yeah, you got it. You got any contact with Pat or Nap anyway? You think? Anything
I
that
don't
could
know.
wake
I
him
haven't
up?
slept well.
Then again, he's the sleep guy, not exactly the waking people up guy.
Yeah, I don't know if you take too kindly to that. Okay, I'm gonna try to
What are you
ponder the
doing?
word real quick.
Aye, Captain.
Oh.
What's going on? The vessel's sinking.
Yeah,
Fenro's going down to wake up everybody.
I was hoping you would know. What's the status on the shields? Or how much air we have?
We better put them up. We have at least like 3 hours, something like that. You've been sleeping for a while, so that it's charged to maybe 2.5.
Okay,
I think
well,
2.5
yeah, go ahead and
hours.
Put the shield up.
Yep, water's coming in. Yeah, he immediately closes the barrier, or they do. As you all find yourselves underwater. It seems like Tug is just completely motionless, and the vessel is sinking. Those fish kind of are now above and have kind of scattered away.
Hey,
morning,
Rod,
rise and shine.
what's happening?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. We stop moving. Uh,
Yeah, I can see we're kind of sinking ducks here, huh?
all I know is that Fenro here woke me up
Oh,
because there
in
was some
fact,
fish,
actually,
and then
all of you are currently like at the bottom of like the barrier, if that makes sense, because you're vertical currently, like you're sinking tail first.
oh,
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Oh,
you're
that's an
like
issue.
feet on the barrier. So yeah, actually, like all of you would have been woken up anyway because you were thrown out of your beds and you have fallen like onto the wall of your abode. All the stuff is like shifted and has like been tossed around due to this sudden shift.
okay. Well, I guess then Fenro would probably try to hang out up here somewhere around a pillar, just so he could be around the terminal or orb.
You'd have to. Well, yeah, actually, you got up there quick enough, so I assume you're like standing on one of the pillars, or
Yeah.
like are sat on top of the module there.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Good deal. You also see the stone golem kind of crash through that tree. It like slams into the barrier. It's fallen prone. And all the other NPCs are kind of rousing and going like, what's going on? Helestra, Vestra, and Wallen and Groft and Jerma, all of them. Like they're you hear their chatter of like, oh, what's going on? Hey, what's up? What happened? Why am I suddenly what? Did gravity shift?
No, we did. It seems like Tug, the big old dragon turtle, fell asleep because of some pretty fish.
can we wake him up?
Well, can we see those fish?
Oh, roll me perception.
Perception.
23. Wow, 1 point with the perception. Above you, they're getting smaller, but you see that they've kind of scattered and are just kind of swimming idly around. You notice that they seem to be looking at you, like, or at the vessel. They're and their eyes are shifting between you and something else.
How far away are they?
They're kind of wiggling and just kind of like moving around, idling. They are now. Let's see, how fast would a dragon turtle sink? Maybe like 300 feet per round? I don't know. Wait, how heavy is a dragon turtle? Or wait, how maybe?
Well, that
Maybe
you also
they
have
have
to
this
take into
answer.
account buoyancy.
Dragon turtle sink.
2 days.
Oh, we know their swim speed. What about just like sinking in D&D? How quickly it is gonna sink. Slower than the normal rate of falling through air, which is 500 feet per round. Also should be slower than the speed of the creatures. Slower than the speed of the creature swimming downwards with its movement. So, Tug swims at like 40. I've got his sheet here. Hang on. Sorry. Thanks for giving me a second to figure this out. Yeah, 40 feet. So, I'd say let's say 30 feet per round. So like, so now it's been maybe at least 30 seconds here. So that's 5 times 30, 150 feet away, roughly.
From the tip of the turtle, or were we talking?
Yeah, from the head of the turtle.
I'm
And maybe
sorry.
it's probably been a little bit longer, like a minute, so maybe 300 feet rather.
There ain't nothing I can do to those fish then.
And you're still sinking. Like this is in real time. You're constantly sinking right now.
I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try and wriggle myself up to the head. Climbing. I don't have a climb speed, so how does climbing work for? Quick reference. It's considered 1 extra foot of climbing, so I'd move 1 space less for climbing.
Nice. Okay.
So, effectively, here, 5 turns. That gets me. Except we're gonna do a little expeditious retreat.
Okay. Good deal.
How deep can this vessel go before we start running into issues?
You woke up quick. You ask the pirate AI, or are you trying to just figure it out yourself from what you know about nautical stuff?
Well, I guess is that something that I would know is the question. I would just ask the AI.
All right. Yeah, the AI comes up and goes, "Aye, sir. I believe all will be all right. Maybe if we get to certain depths, the pressure might become too much. But we've not tried to venture that far before. Well, there was that one time, but
How
they
long
were
until we
in
get
some
to-
significant pain. Sorry, go ahead.
How long until we get to a depth that we haven't gone before?
1 moment. Processing.
Mitch, question for you.
Gosh. No precise depth. Wow, 60 meters. That seems like not realistic for a dragon turtle.
And a magic shield.
Yeah, and a magic shield. So I'm gonna say like, sure. Whenever you start to, just whenever it gets to be complete pitch blackness, like when you get into the abyss of the sea, that's probably gonna be not a good time.
Okay, all right, noted.
Also, well, we could hit the ground before then. It depends on what exactly is beneath us.
That's a good point.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
All right, that's all you have time for in the round.
Are we gonna get a wild magic surge, Mitch? Very close to one. Very close to one.
All right.
Oh. You rolled the d20 for it?
Yeah, since I don't have Tides of Chaos waiting to recharge, it's a 1d20, and on a 1 it surges.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Yeah, what's everybody else doing in this round? We're gonna kind of go round by round now.
Yeah.
I got one other thing I want to do in my little round, which is, I think, would you say I'm just within 30 feet of earshot of turtle? Or would you say next round would be 30 feet of earshot?
You are, yeah, you're 30 feet away from the ear, roughly.
Alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna cast Minor Illusion right at his ear. With a scream of ping, just ping, or not ping, pie just screaming as best as I can with the recreation since I can do someone else's voice.
Okay. You hear vaguely outside of the barrier. The muffled scream of pie, since it is in the water.
Does the turtle seem roused at all?
Not at all.
Well, shit.
Okay,
All
what's
right.
everybody else doing? We got Fine, Wriggles, and Fenro. Before we get back to Broad.
Fenro, you said I can see where the fish are, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fenro is gonna try to, like, let's see. Fenro's gonna try to, like, tie himself to something. And like, climb up to get to where, like, to more near the head. Where the fish are.
No, the fish aren't at the head anymore. They're like a couple 100 feet away.
Yep.
But they're above us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get near them. So I can try and stop these
Going
fiends.
smaller in the distance as you sink. Yeah, so you're like throwing a rope around a tree, you said? Like to climb your way up?
Yeah. I guess right now, save the rope, he's just climbing.
Okay. Rock climbing. That,
Yeah.
what'd you say, Baggy, was the mechanic for climbing?
It takes 1 extra feet per foot move, so effectively you just move 1 less space. If you got a standard 30-foot speed.
You do 25
so, like,
speed then.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was started here.
Yeah, fully at the bottom. You could say like here. One space up from that.
Okay.
You'd be
Then I will move up to here.
Alright, good deal. Speaking of which, we'll move you two down there as well.
Can someone actually just stream it real quick for me? I hope
Yeah.
it doesn't kill my phone, but just to get a visual.
Yeah, we can try.
Yeah, to give you like at least
My phone died.
a mind palace visual, you are at the bottom of the barrier as the dragon turtle vessel is sinking into the depths. And you looking up, you see Fenro climbing his way up towards the front of the ship. And Baggi has already climbed her way all the way up towards the front, and Rod has stationed himself up towards the front on the module which controls the dragon turtle ship.
Wait a second. Can I dash action climbing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
All right. So Fenro actually gets there.
Right on.
Pinewood, you down at the bottom?
Yeah, I am down at the bottom. I'm probably gonna go to like where Rod is, just because I feel like it's probably like.
So making your way also up.
Just dash, or is Rod like super fucking far away?
He's all the way on the other side. He's up here.
I mean, I'll try
Here.
to. Yeah, I don't know how much movement I get off of dashing.
I'm shocked you don't have like the ability to fly in the air like a bird or something. I don't know how rangers work.
You'd think rangers would be like really fast, but it's weirdly enough not really.
Would
Monks are.
would a Bodhi's spell slots be refreshed? Did we get a long rest in?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
From last night till today.
Yes, yeah, you did.
Gamer.
Indeed.
Okay. So, you just climbing up a Bodhi?
Yeah, I'm just climbing up as much as possible.
Alright.
Oh,
Next.
right there. Alright, perfecto. That's my turn. I don't know if I can do anything else.
Alright. So, Wriggle, so I got a question. Can I try and make a potion of vitality? Like, with alchemist supplies? Or do I need something else for that?
Is that part of your background thing or like class thing, or is?
That's what I'm asking. I'm trying to figure it out. Like,
Well, no. Is the potion of vitality the one you would craft by your background, or is it like an item itself? Because you get a potion that you get to craft on long rest with your class, subclass.
Yeah, but I have to roll a d6 for that.
The
Don't I?
terminal elixir. Yeah, you just rolled at the end of a long rest. As far as a actual potion of vitality, like an magic item potion of vitality.
Yeah, I was just thinking I was wondering if I could use my alchemist supplies to try and brew something like that. But I don't know if I could.
You need to actually sell or like have the requisite components and all
Okay. I'm just
for
gonna roll a
actual like
d6
potions.
for the potions I have. I'm gonna roll d6. And I rolled a 4. Hey, you're gonna see what that corresponds to.
The drinker can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to every attack roll and saving throw they make for the next minute.
I was just. I'm trying to figure out like what I crafted. Oh yeah, boldness. No.
What? A potion of balding?
Yeah,
Boldness.
Baldi's
Yeah.
basics.
Oh, boldness. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I
What
don't
a
think-
terrible.
My bad, I misheard.
Okay, that probably wouldn't work. What was that?
Don't worry about it.
It's our
That's fine.
friends.
That's fine.
Alright. I'm trying to see if I have anything I can. Any spells? Anything? Yeah, I have no idea. I guess I'll try and go over to Rod. But I don't know. I guess dash action for that. Out to the terminal.
Was the potion not the initial action?
Well, I mean, we said I could do that after long rest, right?
Yeah,
So
but it is
does
your
that-
action for this turn.
Okay, there we go. That's fine. I was just wondering.
Okay, very good.
All right then.
Fine, what you doing?
Mine already moved.
Oh, word. Wriggles, do you move?
Yeah, I move up.
You can move 20 feet.
Yeah. That's alright. Sorry about that. This is just.
That's cool.
It's hard to do it like that. Alright,
There you go.
I move up.
Scramble up. Trying to climb up and away from the water that is pooled down below. Alright. Next, Rod. What are you doing? You all have sunk another 30 feet.
I don't think I don't know if I have anything. I have sleep, but I don't think that's I don't know if that's particularly helpful.
No. Kind of wrong way.
More to sleep. He'll go so deep into sleep that he'll wake up.
Maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe I could mend him back awake.
How does Moonbeam work again, height-wise?
It's like a pillar that's stationary, but I can move it, so it doesn't have to
Well,
be.
but like, how high?
It has a range of 120 feet and a 40-foot high by 5-foot cylinder.
40 foot high, okay.
I don't think.
I
That
get
would
you up
do.
to 160 feet, but that's still not enough.
Yeah.
Well, what are you doing, man? You're sinking.
Nuh-uh. I'm gonna ask the pirate AI if there are any fail-safe measures, or if this has happened before. I guess if I can ask both.
Okay. Let's see. One momento. All right. Let's see, sir. This particular thing has not happened to the Immortal Beak's crew, from what I know. Usually Tug is a pretty reliable swimmer, only taking rests when he need.
Okay.
But he can usually go for a number of days without needing sleep. So, I don't know what happened.
Oh no! Stop asking!
But one thing's for
is
sure,
there-
we need to wake him up.
So that's where we're at. Okay.
I do know that some things in my systems affect the big turtle man, Tug, so I don't know. Maybe light it up. Either that or there's some portions of the underbelly that you can access that are more his sensitive, like fleshy parts.
You know what? I'm gonna reach out to Nap if I can.
Okay. Is this what is the divine intervention, or is this just you trying to? reach out to him.
At this point, yeah.
Okay. I'm willing to play this out. Let's do. Since your sleep was not good last night, this is going to be harder. And this will be a religion roll.
Okay. Damn. Even with a 6 modifier.
Yeah. One thing you do know is that usually, in order to contact the deity of sleep, one first lulls themselves into a sleep, and that's going to be kind of hard here.
Can I cast sleep on myself?
You can do that, yeah. Pretty sure you can
Doesn't
self-target with it.
Yeah.
So we will get back to that on your next turn. Baggi, what are you doing?
Well, best thing I can think of at this moment is doing something mean to Tug. Which is aiming at Tug's silly little head with a chaos bolt and apologizing profusely.
Okay, let's see it. Let's see you make that attack roll. What was the number for it?
It was a 10 to hit, but we're gonna re-roll that with Tides of Chaos. Give myself advantage on that. So R/1d20. What's my modifier on that? Plus 6. 15 is the new roll.
It does not hit. So it like you'd see it blast through the barrier there and hit the icy scales, and as it hits the icy scales, what kind of damage is it? Just curiosity.
For that it would have been 6 or 8. Let's find out, because Chaos Bolt's wacky in that it can change type. Thunder damage to make it sound, since that's what thunder is in D&D 5e. So it's just a big blast of sound at them.
So yeah, no damage gets through, but because it is sound. Let me see. Roll me some just Arcana.
All right.
See how effective this sound is. Okay. So you see as it like blasts through the water, that classic have you seen like Echo, the superhero scream, or like or even like Echo from Ben 10. You know, when a cartoon character screams, that like the sound waves go in like circle bubbles for some reason.
Yeah.
And like expand. It's that sort of blast that breaks through the waters and reaches, well, it doesn't hit. So it at least goes like somewhere near the ear. And you see that it has at least roused Tug slightly. You see like a little bit of twitching of the fins and a slight head movement and a low.
All right. Then we're gonna use our movement to scamper up here to give us a little bit more of a foothold and get us a little closer.
All right, good stuff.
It's
Well
the
done.
turn.
That is, and just so you know, mechanically, that's one success. Good work.
Let's go.
Cool. Good.
Okay, Fenro.
Been rowing the boat. Fenro is going to get up, get on up.
Get on up.
Definitely. Yeah, I'd have to get a bit closer. Where's his turtle ears?
Oh, like here-ish. I
Okay.
don't actually know where turtle ears are, but that's my best guess.
Okay. In that case, Fenro getting on up even more with the dash action. And he is busting out his banjo. Or, you know what? No, he's busting out pots and pans
Yeah.
that he
All right.
clearly has with him because he's a cook
Yeah.
and preparing for next time. All right.
Performance,
All
please.
right.
Oh, he hasn't busted it out yet. Because I'm assuming that would be a full action.
It is. Do you use dash? Sorry.
Yeah, I used dash to get there.
Okay, but you're prepping the pots and the pans. Okay,
Yeah.
Wriggles, you're up.
All right. First off, I move 20 more feet forward. How much is that? All right. And I kind of have to zoom out of this more. What's the range of catapult again?
It should be
Sure.
on the spell itself.
Yeah, I'm looking. It is 60 feet. And
Okay.
let's see how far am I? Crap. Oh, wait. I'm trying to measure this. This is kind of being stupid.
You're clicking on the measure tool, right?
Yep.
Here, can you
Yeah.
see mine? My yellow boy?
Yep. Yeah.
Just tell me where you want to go.
Just 60 feet.
Alright. So 60 feet for catapult is your range of what you can grab. You throw it 90 feet from that location. So technically you have like 150 feet of throwing.
Oh, okay. So, can
Ah.
I? Are there? If there's any like bricks around, like, can I try and throw it at Tug's head?
You can throw Baggy. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, there's some rigs.
All right.
Yeah, you
I
see,
am
like, because
60
there's some dilapidated rubble here and there.
All right.
Okay, catapult. And do you roll to hit with catapult?
The creature makes a dex save, actually, that it's targeting.
Oh wow.
So
Okay,
I think it's
that's-
an automatic failure since Tug's asleep. Since that's
Yeah.
unconscious.
Yeah, you're right. You cannot exactly dodge right now. Dragon turtles have +6 to their dex saves. That's crazy, actually. That must just be because of their defense, like the shell. scales. Okay. Nice. Yeah, you throw it over there. Roll me real quick, because you're shooting it through water. So just, well, wait. So you can toss it up to 150 feet, you said?
Well, 90 feet. It's 60 feet from... anything within 60 feet from wriggles can be thrown up to 90 feet.
Does it get any
So
like
let's say it's one of these
disadvantages
bricks
at a
over here.
certain distance?
Nope.
Okay.
There's nothing about disadvantage. It's literally just the fact it's a dex saving throw.
So here's what I'm thinking about is when it's thrown into the water, it's gonna get slowed down.
Yeah.
So that means the impact is gonna be like halved at least, right?
Yeah, so just half the damage then.
All right. So
I would look at that.
at 4 damage, I'm gonna give this. Yeah, roll me a D20. We'll say
Just a flat
since you
D20.
did, yeah, since you did 4 damage, we'll give this like, you gotta get 18 and up for it to affect him. Okay. All right. So the brick does go into the water and it, swooshes over, and it plunks against him and then drifts off, seemingly to no effect.
Wait.
It's a good idea. It was
Did you
just
do
it's tough
type
to
that
do
right?
through the water. Yeah, you rolled the d20. Yeah.
Oh, they just changed the display on it, I guess.
Wasn't a d2.
I've not
Nothing.
been rolling good today.
It does look like a nat 2.
Yeah, they just changed the Roll20 display. It threw me for a loop.
Okay. Okay. All right, Wriggles. It was a good effort. On to Finewind's roll. Finewind's turn.
Yeah, fun will just dash up. Where everyone is them dash action, right?
Like that. That's where he makes
Right there.
it with all his dash
Shows it.
movement.
Right on.
Oh, sick.
You're like jumping from pillar to pillar. Hoisting himself up onto the wall there. Okay, and now that was dash action. Okay, so now we will see how Rod's attempt to put himself to sleep goes in about 5 minutes here. I need to go give my dog her meds, so we're gonna have a brief break. Go get yourselves some water, stand up, stretch a little, talk amongst yourselves.
I'm gonna get some more pina
That stand up
colada.
stretch a little really
Yes.
threw me back to Merry Miss.
Stretch up and stand a little.
Yeah, right.
I was like,
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
you said that every break.
Dude, I do miss that. I do. Let me see, where was... Oh, there's one song that I had on here. Yeah, here it is. Some good in-between times music.
In the end of times. Oh, Bodhi,
This
there
is our
were-
TPK moment.
I'm realizing that there
I'll be
was
back. I'll unmute myself once I'm back.
you did have a spell that just like teleports you 30 feet.
Yeah, Misty Step.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying.
Yours what? Oh, I had Misty Step? Oh, whatever. Oh, that's fair, yeah. I completely forgot what spells I have, to be honest with you. I don't know if any,
It's
I
been
don't
a
know if
minute,
I'm
yeah.
Arrow and like, oh,
Man.
Yeah, pass
So what's
without
everybody's
Trace
plan?
and Misty Step as far as second levels.
My plan initially was to jump out the side and then fucking fight the fish.
I mean,
Or just
honestly,
get
not
to
a
his
bad
head.
plan.
But the issue is, if he keeps falling, I'm not gonna be able to catch up.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
And then I just get trapped in
Fight
the
the
middle of the ocean and drown. Except, wait, I wouldn't, because I'm Fenro. I don't need to breathe.
yeah, you're good.
Hey, yeah. Go fight fish.
I'm just gonna go get put to sleep.
Beat the shit out of the fish.
Wait, if you tell Baggy this, I think I can put Expeditious Retreat on you instead.
You don't need to eat, drink, or breathe. You don't need to sleep. And magic can't put you to sleep. Are these fish magic? I'm the ace in the hole. I'm jumping out of this
You are.
fucking.
No.
I'm jumping out.
Just go beat the shit out of them, yeah. Just fight them.
I'm like, you fucked with my friends.
I actually can't cast Expeditious Retreat on you, I'm sad.
Damn.
It's self-targeting.
But
so.
I will be jumping out at the next opportunity.
I want to ask Mitch how would we rule with lightning damage in water?
I mean, didn't we just do it? And it was just sound.
No, that's thunder
Oh, it's
damage.
thunder damage. Yeah, my bad.
Fucking idiot getting thunder and lightning mixed up.
Hey, boo.
I got this game recently. First off, Jinkies.
Hmm?
Dwarf Fortress has developer built
very
control
French,
for Steam Deck.
Oh, cool.
So it plays really well on the Steam Deck, so that's been fun. Granted, I'm trying
Which
to
game?
relearn the game, and I'm ass at it right now, but it's been good.
Dwarf Fortress.
Wait,
is
which
what
game is
I got
is it?
marked Dwarf Fortress.
Yeah, the Steam release.
And you still haven't released Adventure Mode, so I'm not buying.
Dude, I can't wait for the Adventure Mode release, because being able to play Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode on my Steam Deck,
Well, once they
on the go,
release that, instantly
I
buying.
got hit in the dwarf
Yeah.
fortress.
Because I actually don't really care for the Fortress mode at all. I don't really like those types of games.
let's see
Fucking
what
goated.
their
Sounds so girly. But yeah, I don't like colony type games, but I love like
like city builders.
weird like adventure type shit, like the adventure mode.
Wait, Adventure Mode's
Mm.
out in the beta?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of city builders. Colonies.
A Bodhi!
That. When
A Bodhi!
this happened? What? I did not hear about this a few weeks ago. Wait. Well, hello?
Now I can hear you. Yeah!
Is it actually in beta? When did this happen?
I don't know, but Dwarf Fortress Beta has Adventure Mode.
You're fucking with me. I was... Oh my god. Like 4 weeks ago, I want to say. I was like, damn, like, let's check out Dwarf Fortress. Like, did they release Adventure Mode yet? 'Cause
Apparently,
if they did, I would've thinking
April.
about it. April's when it's coming out? Or, oh, when it came out?
April 17th. Adventure Mode Beta out now.
Really? I didn't see that. Maybe I fucking looked into it before April. I don't know, my time perception's fucked up. But I remember that seeing that. That's crazy. Oh fuck. Guess I'm buying Dwarf Fortress on Steam.
Yeah, adventure mode's the real bread and butter for Dwarf Fortress for fucking nerds like me and a Bodhi, Jinkies.
What's the difference?
So, Fortress mode, you build a dwarven fortress and you like run it as a city builder.
Yeah.
Adventure mode, it's basically just an open world RPG.
It's so stupid fun. It's so
Yeah.
fucking stupid. I'm just like,
And yeah, you folks won't sit down and play Fallout 2.
hey, in Fallout 2, can you like fucking like take out
You
someone's
become
eye
a
and
lizard king and then tell
Yeah.
everyone you killed the previous king and have no one believe you because of course the lizard king wouldn't murder the previous king.
In my head, I can.
Hey, Mark, I got a question.
I do want to
yeah.
actually finish Fallout 2 at some point though.
Can I
But
can
I
I like
I have
switch
like 20
infusions?
different RPGs I gotta play.
What's the question,
Sure.
Jinkies?
Can I switch infusions?
Yes.
Like, so like, could I have like Copernicus just fly into my pop out, then get something else like replicate magic item?
Wait, what? Run this scenario by me again?
Can I just have like my bird like pop out of existence for a little bit and then have another magic item?
You can't, so you have to take specific infusions that you know. You can't swap the infusions known.
I mean, I know replicate magic item though.
But replicate magic item isn't replicate magic item blanket statement. It's replicate magic item bag of holding. Replicate magic item jar.
Is that shit
Oh,
not go-go
okay.
gadget?
So you have to choose which specific magic item you're replicating with replicate magic item.
Okay, then I guess that's not how it works. Alright. Shit.
So specifically, you have to keep taking replicate magic item for the ones you want to take. So currently you have it for bag of holding. If you want to get something other than bag of holding, you'd have to take it again.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Never mind then.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you. What's been going on? What you guys been talking about?
Dwarves.
Dwarf Fortress. Yeah,
Dwarfs.
Dwarf Fortress, more like Dwarf Fortress.
Oh,
We've been talking about
very
dwarves.
nice. Nice on. It's a good topic. Oh, right. Now, Rod.
Yeah.
Just jump right back in. You're putting yourself to sleep.
Yeah, I don't see anywhere where it would make it so I couldn't.
Yeah, it's
Cast
creatures of your
myself.
choice, I'm pretty sure. You can
Yeah.
choose yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. As a level 1 spell, it is 5d8. Which, so best case scenario,
I think every
40.
and I think every like level that you casted above that is plus a d8,
2d8
2d8,
extra,
yeah.
actually.
2d8. And
And
your
I
goal is
have-
to get the sum of your HP points to put yourself to sleep, I think.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and I guess I'm gonna go ahead and cast it as a 3rd level spell, just because I don't.
Better
know
safe
it.
than sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's 98.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, it does. It does calculate it. So I got a 21. Great.
What?
Oh, but it only
Well,
rolled
that's
5.
21 for 5. You got 4 more to go.
Okay.
Yeah, 3, 4, 6, 2, 6.
No, I didn't do it. Oh, because I did it wrong. I do it.
It's /r, not r/. This isn't
Yeah.
Reddit, damn it.
So 17 and
38.
21. Oh, yeah, it's
38.
just enough.
Really? Hey. All right, so you've I'm sure you've tried this before in the past. Like, I don't like. Would you say you have, like, in your days of struggling to sleep at night?
I think that's probably something I would try to stay away from because that seems
Hmm.
unhealthy
Sacrilegious.
and sacrilegious.
All right.
But you
Yeah.
know, desperate times.
Okay. So here, yeah, you recognize that through Nap's power, there is a means to force people into the sacred ritual that is sleep, that so many living creatures partake in. And sure enough, I'm not sure how the magic is represented, but all of you suddenly see as Rod just flumps over and, or maybe do you lie down first, or do you just cast it as you're standing up?
I don't know. There's a whole somatic part of it.
You can move your hands
oh,
around
so
while
yeah.
sleeping.
So yeah, so I'm sure, like, yeah, there's some sort of hand motion and there's a verbal component, so you're speaking the words, the incantation from Nap's sacred books.
It's the somatic and verbal are just night and putting your hands together and laying on them.
Yeah.
But the night like reverberates and echoes. It's like
Night.
you know, where is it?
Do you think when it's time to do some business, the god of sleep goes, "It's nap time"?
100%. Nap would do
Oh,
that.
every time, yeah.
Nap would be
It's
that
nap
that
time.
dude. It's
Hello,
nap
my
time.
child. It is me. It's nap time.
Ready? Nap time.
Somebody's
Alright.
taking a trip down to Sleepy Time Junction.
Well, good work. And as you drift into slumber, the sounds of the underwater fade away. Are replaced with. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. This would be a good one, I think. We gotta pull you over to here. And I think I can select specifically. Oh, wait, whoops. Yeah, I can just take you here. So all of you should still be on tug map, but
Yep.
But
it's me, but
Nathaniel, you're here. Oh, true. Yeah, this is you without. Well, because yeah, you've got all your. You don't have your helmet on and stuff in the dream realm.
That would make sense, I guess.
Yeah. And sure enough, as you appear in this strange and somewhat lucid space, semi-lucid space, you find yourself standing up with very loose control of your limbs, that sort of movement that you feel in a dream where it's sluggish and it feels as though you're moving through quicksand, and your eyes just open very slightly to see Nap's hulking form sitting in his grand, massive bed that stands like hundreds of feet tall. His beard lush and full and wavy with little sparkles and smaller dreams kind of seen within the weave, and a circlet of stars above his chubby and flush face, and his squinted eyes and his big round nose. And he chuckles at the sight of you. Finally, you've made it back.
I've definitely been trying. I don't have a long time. I only have a minute, most likely.
Ah, thus is the length of your spell?
There's something good there about the double entendre being under a spell of sleep. Just out for
Oh?
a spell.
Wait, I don't follow. What are you saying?
He's out for a spell.
That's a really
Oh.
fucking good joke.
Damn! That actually is really good, bro. Thank you. I appreciate you walking me through it, because I was not clever enough to.
It was worth it.
to
The
get it.
destination is worth it to get you there.
Hell,
It's
hell
good.
yeah.
It's a good one. Yeah. So I'm currently sinking in the ocean with my friends, and I don't know how much longer we have before it's not going to end up great. The dragon turtle we're riding is fallen asleep, and I know that you're not the one to tamper with that, but
Yes. However, your turtle companion, draconic companion, was lulled into this slumber, an unnatural slumber.
unnatural.
Yes, and he puts his hands together and kind of wrings his hands and looks up into the sky. Yes, I felt the call. He was called into this slumber through fish.
Fish.
Yes, I'm seeing glowing. No, not glowing. I'm seeing fish with scales of rainbow that dance and move with rhythm. You have seen this too. I see it from you. From your point of view.
I guess that does make sense. Something did seem fishy.
Fishy. Yes. Now, unnatural is this slumber. What am I to do now that the slumber is taken hold? And his eyes droop a bit.
Why? Sleep is important, but unnatural sleep, we both know what that does to your circadian rhythm. And I'd hate to have that happen to an innocent turtle.
Yes. We must. And he looks to his left and reaches out, and his arms get. Hang on, I'm still on reverb.
I think we should all be in reverb.
Honestly, yeah.
Hell yeah. Hang on, okay. And he reaches out his arms and they lengthen out as he reaches, and he kind of scoots past you and pushes away the creatures of dream and imagination that stand beside you, and moves them out of the way, and then points and uses his other hand to kind of push you and urge you to look in that direction. And you see out in the distance the dragon turtle, Tug. And you see him falling through the sky rather than in the ocean. And Nap goes, "He is there. He dreams close to us."
He's dreaming of falling.
Yes. Have you fallen in a dream and in reality? They coincide, the physical and the dream physical. You know what I mean?
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah. He feels the drift and the fall and manifests in this manner. Since he dreams close to us, maybe we can... And he reaches out his hand, and you see he pinches the tail, and Tug stops falling for a moment. And all of you... Sorry, I'm still in reverb. And all of you out in the... out in reality feel, after Rod goes to sleep for about like 3 seconds later, you feel you stop moving. So now we're back into the dreamscape.
Do we fly forward?
Huh?
If
What do
you
you
want.
mean?
Like,
Oh,
if he just
oh.
suddenly stopped.
Yeah, roll me deck saves, everybody.
You're welcome, everybody.
Rod, you too.
I'm asleep.
No, go, do it. You'll understand.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Deck save.
Nice.
Oh my lord.
Good job, fine.
Bodhi's
Hell yeah.
deck save.
Oh my god, 27.
Plus 8.
Bodhi didn't even flinch. Okay, so Fenro, Wriggles, and Baggi, you go tumbling. How far a distance is that?
I mean, I guess it just depends on how far the barrier is. Did he, like, flatten him out, or did he just stop it from...
Oh,
Did he
sorry.
just
So
stop the
he
turtle
grabbed
from-
the top of the shell. Sorry, not the tail. I forgot he was falling tail first.
Okay. So he grabbed, like, the head?
Yes. Well, like his fin.
Yeah, so he's still facing up. Which means, yeah, we would go tumbling back.
But it would be... So now he's kind of like sideways.
Ah.
You would have fallen this direction, so you could maybe catch yourself on... You have a chance to catch yourself on the pillar. And that's about it. So roll me a second deck save, Baggi and Fenro.
Alright,
And
let's
for
go,
Wriggles,
Dex. Yeah.
you have a chance to catch yourself on the Dread Captain's statue there. So you can roll me a second one as well. Wow. Okay, yeah, both of you miss. You.
To be fair, Fenro does have pots and pans in his hand.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Neither of you were expecting it, and yeah. So you tumble straight up, ass over tea kettle, hit the pillar, and then fall through, kind of smashing through the leaves of the tree until you free fall and hit the barrier. So that's. We'll say. Wait. Let's see. It's directly this way. So we'll say like. Oh God. Okay, 70 feet. Oh God. Okay. What is? Okay. Forgive me, I forget these rules all the time.
Yeah,
Every
1d6
10
for every
feet.
10 feet.
Okay. Oh my God.
To a maximum of 20d6.
So for every 10 feet, that's 7. You take 30 damage, each of you,
Jeez.
as you
Where
just
do we end up?
slam into the barrier. You're about, if I can ping it, right about here, near this tree. At like towards the top of the tree, if that makes sense. Like you're on the barrier itself.
Yeah.
And Wriggles, how did you do? 14? Okay, that was just enough. Yeah, Wriggles, you immediately feel the fall and like latch onto the captain's leg. You're kind of dangling.
Where would I be? Like here?
Good catch. No, you caught the statue.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so you're dangling from the statue. And your feet are like dangling this way. And yeah, and fine when you just you steadied your legs, like tensed, like squatted down low when you felt the shift and stayed steady on that wall.
Fine
All right.
moment.
True, so true. All right, back to Nap and Rod. Oh wait, sorry, Rod, how did you do on yours?
Rod got a
On
21.
your decks.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, 21. Nice. Okay, so yeah, Rod, in the dream here, you feel yourself like jolt. Like when he pinches and grabs the fin, you feel yourself like jolt. And you catch yourself. And thankfully your body in the real world stays put on the wall.
Hell yeah.
Just as Nap, it seems to be able to affect some things in the physical world from the dream world. It seems like you too mayhaps have a little bit of that going on.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
worm?
A worm?
Dude, you're the guy from Inception. Holy shit.
Worm?
Worm?
So I have stopped the free fall for now.
I just hope he wakes up soon. For the sake of my friends.
Yes, that is the one thing I can never do. And that's when your eyes open.
Why were they open?
Let me get you back to here. Okay. And Rod, I won't make you roll for this. Nap sounded really sad. I hope that came through like well enough in my little acting there, but I want to make that clear. Nap sounded really sad when he said that.
He wasn't laughing.
True. True.
Typically, he's a pretty jolly guy.
And now we switch back to the real world. Also, how's everybody doing on time? Anybody need to hit the hay soon?
I probably need to hop off in the next half hour.
Okay, good deal. That is easy enough. Now, you're back in the real world, and yeah, Rod, you're laying face or back down on the wall, and your eyes jolt awake. So that was Rod's turn.
You're still in
Thank you
reverb mode, Mitch.
Oh!
I was gonna let him do it.
Kind of
That was
cool.
cool.
All right.
Who am I to
Thank
judge?
you, Marg. Thank you. Yeah, just do a whole session reverbed out my mind.
It's like that time Vinny fucking put the funny mic on and didn't realize it for half an hour on his stream.
Snap. That's awesome. He was in spin mode. Speed. Okay, that one's for the Vinny fans out there. Holler.
Just me.
Holler at ya. Holler at ya, Coleman. Hell yeah. Alright, next up we have Baggi. So you've just hit slammed into the barrier, and it did not feel good.
Oh, I need to roll a dex or a con save. Cause the damage. So that's gonna be what, 30, so half of the damage taken is 15. So I got a DC 15 con. Nope.
Oh wow.
So my expeditious retreat is gone. No more
Man.
extra dash.
I mean, I guess that
Yeah.
tracks. Like when you hit, your legs feel like cement. Immediately after. Getting up is tough. Getting back, you gotta get yourself back up and moving. All inertia has been cut.
I'm gonna I didn't mean to click that. I meant to click this
I'm
button.
gonna mind sliver Fenro.
No!
Finish him off.
Finish him.
Could I use a message to try and talk to the turtle, Tug, to wake him up? Being like, hey bud, we really need you. In non-draconic, so it just sounds like yapping.
That's a good question. How do we know how like message works on an unconscious being? I feel like they have to be conscious, right?
I guess it depends on if they can hear while unconscious. The target and only the... So it says, you point your finger towards the creature within range and whisper a message. The target and only the target hears the message and can reply. I'm gonna assume we just scratch that reply bit, but... It doesn't say anything about a conscious creature, it just...
Well, I guess it
still
depends
here.
if does it hear it in its ears or does it hear it in its brain?
It is in the brain
kicked it.
usually.
Yeah.
In the brain.
Let's see if
Okay.
someone's.
I'm
said
just
something
saying,
before.
Hictic
Yeah, I would like
could
to at least give it a
understand.
Google first. Message spell.
Sending in unconscious recipients.
Oh, you already got something?
Yeah.
An unconscious creature is incapacitated as the condition, cannot move or speak, and is unaware of its surroundings. The unaware part is the most pertinent to your question. This could be interpreted to mean that the affected creature is blind and deaf. However, the unconscious condition has already set a precedent for us by listing incapacitated as a co-condition. It's probably meant to be left to the DM to determine what level of unaware the creature is suffering from. Okay, so hey, you have successfully blasted sound towards his ear. So I'm gonna say that because of that, he's been roused a tiny bit. There's a chance that this could work. But it's gonna
Alright,
be
we're gonna.
It's gonna be like what is the range of sending, by the way, or not sending
Our
message?
message. It's 120 feet to the creature. I'm assuming that I'm within 120 feet to the dragon turtle. Tug.
Yeah, you are within 120 feet. So okay, so let's do Arcana. See how potent it is.
Alright. I'm gonna roll this advantage. And then expend birthday if I need the advantage.
Okay.
This feeling might important. If I can find where Arcana is, my goodness. Oh, I don't need the advantage at all. 20 would have been fine.
Ooh. Okay, 20. Yeah, what do you say? Out of curiosity.
Well,
I
I
know
say-
it'll just be yapping. to
It'll
him,
be
but-
yapping, but I'm like, Tug, buddy, we need you to wake up, please. I do not want to die quite so soon. I got me about 52 days left on that ticker, and I ain't looking to punch my card early.
And you hear again that and you see the fins start to move a little bit more. They're starting to shake side to side real slow. 2 successes. Nearly there. Who's up next? Fenro.
I'm to row the boat.
Oh, I guess you can move
So-
if you want. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good in the spot.
Alright.
Fenro is going to initially, let me see. Healing word is a bonus action. Just to patch him up a little bit.
You're on yourself?
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Because then Fenro, being on the border, is going to jump out of the bubble.
Whoa. Spruce.
And since he's not climbing anymore, does he get just full movement?
Yeah, it's
But
swim
swim.
speed.
Actually, swim speed, which is going to be, unless you have one the same as climbing, actually.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So 25.
So then he gets there. Could I make a free check to see where the fish may be? Perception free check?
Yeah, roll me perception.
Okay.
All right. Actively looking around, you notice 2 things. One, that as soon as the turtle stopped moving, the fish got really, like, spastic. They started, like wigging out. Like, they start kind of swimming towards you guys. As if, like, they, you know, you get the sense that they're trying to check on what happened. Like, their instinct is now to try to go back and maybe you imagine do the same thing again. You also notice underneath you there appears to be like a well, just a circular pit that gets real dark that you guys are about to sink into. And you notice some real jagged looking rocks that encircle this, that continue to encircle down and kind of grow smaller and smaller as the rows go down and down. And once the turtle stops, you see a little bit of shifting. The tunnel, the inside, kind of undulates. And you see some dust, or rather sand, like scatter a bit. And you swear you see a glowing yellow eye affix itself on the turtle and you and your party. And we're talking about an opening that is like, I want to say like 100 feet, 200 feet what's frick? Not radius, but the diameter. It's a big hole.
I'm just gonna say I don't think that's exactly a tunnel. In fact, something tells me those fish aren't fish. That being said, I'm gonna use a dash action to get closer to Turtle Head.
All right. Good stuff. These fish are pretty fast. It looks like they might make it to the head in 2 rounds, since they were very far up above you guys, sort of trailing at like a solid distance away. And
okay.
The tunnel beneath you seems to be shifting. All right, Wriggles.
All right, so I'm gonna move 20 feet. Oh crap! Here.
Climb your way up onto the Dread Captain's back. Hoist yourself up from there.
Yep, and I take aim at the turtle's head, which is it's hard to do with like all these icons in the way, but yeah, that's far enough. Well, that's close enough. I mean, just gonna fire a crossbow bolt.
Okay.
At the turtle's head.
Ooh.
Wow, 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
yeah.
I guess it. Oh, you're gonna supposed to do the damage. It's 1d8 plus 2 piercing, so. Alright. Five.
Okay. So yeah, you take aim. Wait. There's a wall here.
Oh.
I don't know if you actually have like clearance on it.
Okay.
Shoot. Unless you can like explain to me like a different way that you get it around it or get up high enough to shoot over.
I mean, I guess I was kind of aiming up a little bit, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, so arc
I wouldn't see
it
now.
over and then have it come down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take that. All right, so yeah. Fires up over rod. It was kind of rousing, waking up. Goes past you rod and plunks into the water. Keeps going a little bit slower, but then finds a little crack in the scales to pierce and pinch. Let's see, I think this would be Constitution save on his part. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, all right, Doug. Yeah. All right. It hit him. It dealt 5 damage. You are confident in that.
Okay. And not anything else.
Yeah. And I mean he is already kind of starting to rouse. Though it seems the
Okay.
pinch he did not really feel it much.
Okay. Well, I guess that's my turn then. I don't know.
All right. Very good. Fine. Win. Fine win.
Okay, so when Wriggles like hit him, I'm assuming it was with the crossbow, right?
Yeah, light
Yep.
crossbow.
Like crossbow.
Yeah.
Was it just like the amount of damage that's the reason why it didn't really like work as well?
Yes. I'll give that to
Okay.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that Fine would probably like figure out probably. Because I was
Oh, yeah.
originally thinking of
I mean,
blunting
even
my
the fact that
arrow.
like you Abodi were able to suss that out, that's good with me.
Yeah. Because I was thinking like I was really gonna blunt my arrow, but seeing that, no, I'm not gonna blunt my arrow. I'm just gonna shoot an arrow. Just straight up, like near where Wriggle shot it at. I have a
Okay.
clear shot.
Right on. Gotta pierce in further. Perhaps it, it barely, pierced into the skin. Maybe you can get it to go deeper.
That's the plan.
What? So are you firing an arrow? Sorry, I think Coleman or
Oh
Mark,
yeah,
you need to.
I can't roll though. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can,
my bad.
You gotta do that part.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, but then I thought it was just lagging out.
So we're just
No,
shooting
you're
with
good.
longbow.
Connected.
Yeah,
I think
I
literally
just
both of us just spaced on it.
I also spaced
That's
out
fair, yeah,
and was
no,
like,
that's-
wait, what's going on right now?
Yeah.
He was about to fire a shot,
That's
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice. Okay.
And I'm gonna slap planar warrior on it, which is a 1d8.
Right on. Hit him with that.
4.
16.
Okay, 16.
I don't know if this changes by the way, but it's 4 damage. Something on
It's
warrior
what now?
thing.
Force damage.
It's force damage.
Force. Okay. Cool. He's gonna roll another save here. All right, Tug. Okay.
Oh, what the hell, man?
Jesus, the Constitution is stupid. I will say, like, it seems like, because you pull your arrow back and you're right there, like you see where the arrow is. It's like a short shot to it, and you pull back, you draw back with all your strength, feel your back muscles tense, and release. It goes and it hits the mark. It like splits Wriggles' arrow, pushing the head of that arrow further in, along with the new arrowhead from your own, and it goes in and it pierces in it. You even see like the little trail of blood that starts eking out, creating a mist, a little bit of a mist in the water. Though it seems to not be affecting the beast. The beast of a creature.
Beastie.
The big beastie. Tug boy.
Say. Yeah, it's my turn.
Gotta deal some big damage for it. Alright, good stuff. I will let you know though, actually Wriggles and Fine, roll me some insight real quick. Nice, Wriggles. Good roll, Jinkies.
Wow, 2020.
2020, baby. 2020 vision. Oh, someone for Fine? Thank you. Okay, so Fine, Fine. Maybe it's a little bit of frustration after feeling that the arrow, it didn't quite do as you wanted. Wriggles, what you're realizing, or at least theorizing, is that the damage, your guys' damage stacks. So, for instance, you just dealt 5. Fine one dealt, what was it? 16. So 21. Tug just had to beat a 21 mechanically, just so you know. So the more damage that you do, the better chance that you have at success in this method. That's what you think.
All right. Can I just yell over to Fine One? Hey, Fine One. You just got to keep doing what you're doing. Eventually, with enough arrows, probably wake up. I think.
I'll just respond. Sounds good. Let's just give it a thumbs up.
Okay.
So
Okay.
hurting them hurts.
Hell
Or
yeah.
works.
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like he's kind of, basic instinct kind of, I don't know, not flinching, but just seems to feel it at some level,
The more we hammer it in,
The more we hammer it in,
yeah.
the better chance he'll wake up. Alright,
Takes a lot for the big fella to feel the pain.
yeah. Poor guy.
Yeah.
I really want to do healing.
Unless you got
touch on
another
him.
like kaiju on hand. Which I mean, actually,
Yeah.
think below you.
Maybe.
We wouldn't
Yeah, that's
worry
true.
about accidentally killing.
No. He has so
No.
much health.
Not even. Yeah. Don't worry. Do not worry about that. Okay, good stuff. Back to the top of the round. It's at this point Fenro, especially Baggi, being the closest to it, you watch as the sand that's subtly shifting and the undulation of this cave's innards, all of a sudden, the creature that is there bursts forth up out of the sand and rushes upward as this column of a maw, of just straight maw and flesh, scales and flesh, start rushing up towards you all. I'd say it is currently like surrounding the back fins of Tug, as it is trying to rush up to consume you guys.
That doesn't seem good.
And it's making
Nope,
this
not at all.
horrible sound. If I can find it. Yeah.
That don't sound nice.
It's echoing. That sound is like echoing from deep within the cave. Cave, quote unquote. Deep within the creature. Okay, Rod. Eyes wide open. Jolted awake. You saw, like, Fine just finished drawing back his arrow and releasing it as he turns and gives a thumbs up over to Wriggles. What are you doing? This creature bellows out and rushes up towards yourself and Tug, your vessel, and your party. What are you doing?
Ooh. I'm gonna do a guiding bolt at level 2.
Okay. Right at the noggin, same spot.
That's it.
All right, good stuff. 23 hits, nice. And now, wait, did it deal? Is the bottom crit?
Yeah.
No,
the
it
bottom's
is.
the crit.
No, the bottom's not crit. It's the second numbers that are crit. So it's 14 with the higher
I
level
see.
cast.
Okay,
Yeah.
good stuff. Okay, 14 damage. So now, it was at 21.
So that's 35.
He's got to be at 35. All right, big man, Mr. Tug, Mr. 29 roll. Yep.
Okay.
Wow, even with a nat 20. Could not do
Lovely.
it this time. That's why. Why did he nat 20?
Bro just
Is this-
wants to sleep. Bro's sleepy.
True.
I wonder
So
if this
true.
is gonna be a TPK.
And so it's a nat 20, but this isn't an instance where a nat 20 is a full success. It is strictly
Attacking.
yeah. Yeah, so by the numbers, you bring out this bolt of energy, and it's sourced from Nap, which I think that's probably what like puts it on the edge of success, because that thought echoes in your mind, that those words, the That is the one thing I cannot do. Is wake someone, right? And yet you pull from his power and say, "It's not you, it's me. Let me do this." You blast forth, and it hits right at the arrowheads and fills the arrowheads with some radiant energy that pierces them further down into the thick hide of this massive beast. And sure enough, you see the eyes on the sides whip open, and its mouth opens, and you hear this reverberating yell or cry through the ocean waters. This and it begins moving its fins in earnest and rushing away from the maw beneath you. As you are ascending, we go to
Wait,
Baggi.
Fenro's gotta get back!
We go, oh my god. So it just moved,
I
let
think-
me see. It just
Yeah,
moved
I think
40
Fenro
feet.
would have noticed that it, like, started moving more. Its feet started flapping. And Fenro's kind of near the front, so he would try to get on towards the back.
Okay, well here, hold up.
Yeah.
Let's roll contesting initiative.
Okay. Where is
Wow. Coleman, I think you got some good odds here. All right.
it? That is still not great.
Still not great, but you are faster than a massive, like, behemoth gargantuan dragon turtle.
Thank goodness.
But you
You,
rolled that on fine win.
No, but
here's
that
the
was-
thing.
Oh, wait, that was.
Rod, how fast are your reflexes? Because as you get to the barrier, you can't get through.
Oh, that's true.
So I would say you get to Tug, and you're able to grab on to like some of the free floating branches and like algae that kind of drifts off of him. So you're currently just holding on tight. You can't get through the barrier yet. That's something that Rod will have to do on his turn, right? But you are attached. You're with the group.
Oh, then we're fine. Fenro can
You
breathe
are-
underwater.
You are on it.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff. On to Baggy's turn. So also at the top of the round, the maw moved, and then as Tug begins moving in earnest, you see the fish that are closing in, and we'll get to him at the top of the next round. Just so you're aware.
Do I still have to
Baggy,
climb
turn.
up, or can I like more standard walk? In terms of,
Tug is going straight up.
all right.
It's not at an angle, not his usual like resurfacing, slow and steady.
Yeah.
It's a rush, yeah. So we are still in verticality.
We're gonna dash action up there and hold on for next turn. I don't
Good
think
deal.
I can do a third thing. Not at the
Right.
moment.
And I will say, I'm gonna just throw this in here. He's moving at 40 feet per round upwards. You have to fight against that inertia or that initial acceleration. So for this first round, when he starts moving, your speed is halved. Everybody's speed is
Okay.
halved.
So let me redo it then. So it would have been what? Half would have gotten us to about 15 then. 30. There. There's where we actually end up with a dash then.
Cool. Right on. Okay. Next up. Wriggles.
Oh, that's me. Okay. So.
Oh no, sorry, Fenro.
I'll-
My bad. Sorry, Fenro's next, right? It goes
Yeah.
Rod, Baggi,
yeah, that's what
Fenro.
I was thinking.
Okay, my bad. Fenro. What you doing?
Fenro
Latched
is
on.
latched on. He's just gonna hold on tightly, and he is going to. One second, let me check what I got in here. Yeah, he's just gonna keep vibing on the tree part that he's got, and like stare directly at Rod, just hoping that he notices.
All right, word. You bang on the barrier a couple times.
Yeah. You know what? No, he does do one thing, which is drop, like kind of throw an arrow, kind of just drop a crossbow bolt just straight down. It doesn't do anything, but he's just doing anything.
Yeah, it's that classic like so much is happening, like you got to do something.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, good stuff. Wriggles, your turn.
All right. So I can move like so half 25, right? So like
Well, it's 20 because you minus 5 since you're climbing,
So you get
so
10.
it's
Okay.
10.
10. All right.
Yeah, real slow right now. Like you feel the pressure of like the swift movement upwards kind of presses down on you. You feel the gravity of it.
Yeah.
The gravity of that
I just
acceleration.
move 10 feet to the right, and I don't know if this really means anything, but I do want to heal the turtle dragon I've been shooting. Now that he's awake.
Okay, cool.
Where is it? Oh, it's just a D8 plus 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
For what? Cure wounds?
No, yeah, cure wounds. That's what it is.
It'd be D8 plus 4 plus 4. Because you
Alright.
get that bonus plus 4 from your alchemist stuff.
Oh. Still 9, but
Yeah, still not bad.
Oh, and that one. Wow. Okay, so let's see. Minus 9. Okay, so you've healed him. He had taken 35, so he's now only 26 down. You see, as like the people closer to the head wound, like you see it starting to come back together. You see some of the blood that had misted out starts being sucked back in, or at least like the starting to scar over and kind of kick the metal tips of the arrows out.
and I think that's my turn.
So like you stop the bleeding essentially.
Yeah.
Good job.
Alright.
Fine win.
And Bodhi?
Hello? Hello?
There you are.
Oh wait, sorry. Tug went
So
80 feet. I forgot that he's dashing. He went 80 feet.
So
That
my
doesn't
ship's
change
been lying
much.
for like the last 10 minutes, so Tug is awake now, right? This is
Yeah.
my last
Yes.
turn.
Yeah.
What else?
Thanks to
We got
Rod's, well, the collective damage done by Wriggles, Rod, and yourself.
Hmm.
And the successes
Okay.
previously from Baggi's message and her Chaos Bolt sound blast.
Yeah. And what else? Is it just Tug's awake and at least, yeah, it's like as far as I'm aware.
there's a
main thing,
giant fish trying to eat us behind Tug that he's run away from, and the fish that
Yeah.
put Tug to
Yeah.
sleep are rushing back at us to put Tug back to sleep.
Nice.
I assume it's like an
Uh,
anglerfish or the frog from Devil May Cry 4.
Can I see the fish that
Devil May Cry 4.
sent Tug to sleep? Can I see them? Or
Yeah, they're
what can I
closing in.
see?
They're
Oh,
getting
they're
real
closing in?
close. Yeah. Like they're going to be right
They're not-
at the head at the top of the round, so right after your turn. So they're really close, yeah.
Are they outside the barrier? Or
They are.
or then or actually wait, stuff can go out of the barrier but not in, as in like I'm just thinking about my arrow right now.
Yes, that's
I
correct.
think it should be fine though. Yeah. Okay, so no, I'm just gonna shoot at them.
Okay, cool. Roll to see if you hit.
Yeah.
$21 to hit.
When you were asking if you could see it, I thought you were just going to ask to draw it.
Oh. No. Okay, yeah, that hits. 13. Okay, so one in the
In our warrior.
Oh, add a D8 on that. You got it, boss.
Because it's free, fuck it.
15.
yeah, 15
Oh
damage.
my god, I am bleeding a lot.
Oh,
What did you do?
I felt itchy on my foot, so I scratched my foot, and now I'm bleeding a lot. You know how it
That's-
goes.
You're a crazy person.
the arrow straight up shish kebabs one of them. You know, from mouth to back fin, pierces through, and it immediately stops moving. The rest of the swarm, there's now 4 of them. There were 5. So good work. Took down one of them with ease.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
And now it is the top of the turn. You see the fish. Notice that they're one of them has been shish kebabbed, but they still continue forward and start moving around Tug's head as they once did above. But this time a little more frantic. It's a little faster of a dance. And yeah, that's their turn. You don't see any change in Tug at the moment, but they are dancing. The big gargantuan eel kind of creature with its giant maw, circular mouth, begins as it's rushing upwards to suck the water down into itself and forces Tug to make a strength saving throw.
You've got to be shitting.
Oh no.
Can I give Tug my birthday
Nice.
inspiration?
Oh no.
Nice.
Oh,
I'll allow that. Yeah. I'll
Yeah, I'm
allow
gonna
that.
give Tug the birthday inspiration.
Okay. Tug begins to falter. And then, after. Wow, that was really close. So, after faltering at the suction, the pure power of this vacuum beneath that cyclones down in a spiral, you see it. Tug even spins, and you all have to like hold on for a moment as he spins, but he halts the momentum and forces his way forward and up, saving you all from being dragged down. And now Tug has okay, wait. He swam 80 feet, and the creature went 40 up towards him and tried to suck him down to him. But Tug resisted it, so they're currently like 40 feet away from each other. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. And the creature cries. That echoing, horrific cry that shrieks and echoes from deep within the creature. Rod, it is your turn. Nathaniel?
I know
Yeah.
he said he had to go to bed soon.
Yeah, I probably need to hop off.
True. Then we can leave it here. Bit of a cliffhanger. Will our heroes escape the gargantuan creature which wishes to see them as a midnight snack? Will these fish above be able to lull Tug into yet another slumber and cast our heroes down into the creature below, dooming them? Or will they make it back to the surface and back on track towards Bonobo Bay? Will our heroes roll better in these daily rolls for
We're
the
not getting to
travel?
Bonobo Bay in like the next 3 months, I swear.
We're not getting to Bonobo Bay in one piece.
Yeah.
Did you say One Piece?
Can we get much higher? Yeah. Find out next time if they'll get much higher. On the crawling dusk. Thanks for playing in my game, everybody. I had a blast
Thanks,
tonight. I hope you
Mitch.
did too.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Always a pleasure.
All right. Sleep tight. Farewell. I'll be here for, any questions or a little bit of hangout after.
Mitch, I have a question.
Yeah.
What's the just so I know how bad our odds are? Where's the drop off point on if you feel like revealing this on good roll versus bad roll for the daily rolls?
The drop off?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Oh,
Like
what do we have
obviously
to roll
1 and 4,
causes-
but
What causes an encounter?
Yeah.
All right. So, 1 through, like, you want to know the specific mechanics?
The specific numbers specifically, not the whole. I don't need to know the whole mechanics, but I'm curious how bad our chances are at getting at Bonobo Bay in the next few months.
So yeah, 1 through 5 means encounter.
Okay.
The encounters vary in intensity as far as like how bad they are. Let's see. Yeah, you guys had rolled. What did you roll back then? It was a 4.
A 1 and a 4.
A 1 and a 4.
So
As
1 on the
far as-
D20,
yeah.
four
Oh,
on
no.
the yeah.
Today's was a 4 on the D20 and a 3 on the D6.
Okay, that's right. And then and yeah, so the number in the D6, so it's 1 through 5 for if there's an encounter, and then 1 through 6 is what the encounter will be. And then if it's 5 through 10, you do get slowed down a bit, but there's no like specific event that happens, right?
So literally,
And
as
then
long as we just roll a 6 or above, we're fine, is what you're telling me.
yep, yeah. It's
Oh my
not that
fucking
crazy.
God.
The fact that you've been rolling so crap on all of these is wild.
Who let me roll? Who let me roll?
I was gonna roll in just like a few seconds since I was up there, and you were like, "I'll do it." And I'm like, "It's her birthday a weekend. That's fine."
Hey, at least she's only got a
Lord.
1.
That's true. What would have happened if we got another one?
I would have selected the worst of the encounters
Okay.
personally.
Is that why we
didn't have
got
any
Ruru?
like I didn't have any like specific like story based bad encounter prepared, so
Yeah,
I
pass
would have
through
just
No, wait,
selected.
wait. Is there been a universe where Adelaide never got stolen?
Yeah.
No, wait. I thought
Yes.
last
Yes.
time, Mitch, you said that they only showed up, that you thought they were gonna show up, but they only showed up this soon because of the bad roll.
Yeah, but the circumstances were especially bad for you guys, if that makes sense. Like they were gonna
Okay.
show up like right at Bonobo Bay, essentially, like when you guys were coming up on it, right?
I see.
And so at that point, you guys might have had better defenses. You guys probably wouldn't have had the underbelly completely just open and and free for anybody to walk under. So in other words, like there is a world where Adlee remained safe. Is all I'm saying. For sure.
Well, shucks.
Well, shucks.
You got real
Hey.
unlucky there. But it makes for a crazy cool story element, I think.
Yeah, this is
Or
crazy.
a neat story element. And then also, yeah, this encounter was crazy. It went longer than I expected. So I apologize for the slowdown, but it's the luck of the
I
roll.
mean, we're not
you know?
we're not only rolling bad on which events we get.
Yep. And I think it's a pretty cool event though. I was pretty
Yeah.
proud of this one.
Yeah, no, it's definitely cool.
Oh yeah. With the little symbiotic relationship between the creatures.
Yeah.
Hello, trainer. All right, I'm gonna stop the recording here. Farewell.